Hey,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, it's funny you mentioned steroids right before I asked you. You've gotten fit. How'd you do
I
that?
have. I have I'm actually I haven't been in a bit, which is frustrating because you can't go to the gym now and like I only have so much at home. But I started a couple of years ago. I actually have this system that if anybody wants to get fit, this is a wonderful system. It's like a friend of mine taught me this and I kind of modified it to make it work for me. But it's gamification. And so I used to think the gym was shit because I thought it was you go there and you have to bust your ass for an hour. And that's absolutely not true. You have to do a series of exercises. Once you get them done, fucking leave. And that's fine. But the real key for me is that like, so whatever the exercise is, say it's dumbbell curl or something.
Okay.
And like when I started, my peak weight on dumbbell curl was 25 and now it's 55. And the reason for that is what I do is I do 4 sets. I do 8 sets of the most I can do, drop down a weight and do 10 sets, drop down a weight, do 12 sets, drop down a weight, or sorry, and then do 20 reps, not sets, 20 reps of half the first one, whatever that was. So if I start at 25, my 20 rep is 12 and a half. But the key is if I do those things correctly and easily twice in a row, then I have to move up weight the next time I try. And so what I do is I give myself, it's a red, green, and blue, or sorry, it's a red, green, and yellow, like a traffic light. If you can't get through that exercise, it's a red. If you can, but it's a struggle, it's a yellow. And if you can with relative ease, it's a green. If you do 2 greens in a row, you do it until you do 2 greens in a row, and then you have to move up weight. And from that system, I mean, I transformed, no exaggeration, transformed in 3 months.
Hmm.
Like
Did
it's
you
insane.
hire a
It's so
trainer?
easy. Not at all. My buddy taught me this thing, and he showed me a couple exercises. I have 3 different days. I started out 6 days a week. I can't do that anymore with my schedule,
Hmm.
so now I try to do 3 days a week. But I do a day of back and bi, a day of chest and tri, and a day of leg and shoulders. And I have 5 exercises for each one. And when you finish the 5, you leave. And sometimes it takes me 25 minutes. Sometimes it takes me an hour. Just depends on how quick I can get through it that day. And if I moved up in weight. And I was a scrawny motherfucker when
Hmm.
I mean, just a couple years ago, I was here. You know what? I'll find the picture. I'll show it to you guys. It's it's insane. And it was like it's just my friend taught me. And the thing is like everybody has to find their own system that works for them, whatever that is.
Yeah, I started
So
working
here, let
out.
me see if the
Nice. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, very cool. I
yeah.
uh I started working out about 2 years ago, and I've been doing my best to stay consistent on it. I get injured because I'm old and I'm stupid, but that's usually what breaks my flow until I get back. I did a video a few days ago. It was like I did this like how to get rich in 22 years, and it basically just teaches compound interest and dollar cost averaging. Your people know this. Um,
Yeah, comedians.
yes, and I saw like my sort of like traps and shoulders compared to the video I made 6 years back, and I was like, huh, actually better. You know,
Yeah.
go me. I did like mentally. I don't like recognize any change at all. But I was like, oh, I should watch this old one to see what's up. So I saw like video be back to back, and I'm like, yeah, good Woody, go you.
Oh, you could recognize change so quickly. And I forever I was like, oh, I can't do it. I don't have the physique for it. Too bad. I just wasn't born with the physique for it. And like, no, I was lazy. I was a lazy motherfucker. And so I didn't go. By the way, what a great time to encourage people to get out there and hit the gym.
Yes.
But I make sure to not wipe down the machine. But I really do think I got a set of those Bowflex dumbbells that you could like change the weight on them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like one set of them and it changes the weight. And I got a bench at home. The dumbbells were expensive, but the bench was like $50. And like that's all I have right now, and it's killing me because I'm much better with the machines than the free weights. But at the same time, like it does. I mean, being scrawny was such a part of my identity, and it's just something I accepted. And like, it's it's easy. And I used to think that people who talked about working out were such assholes. Then I realized, like, no, they're trying to help us. Like they're going, hey, I saw the change in me, and I would like that for other people. I mean, some of them are still assholes, but not all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Anyway,
Do you go?
congrats.
Do you? Thanks. Do you go to the gym,
I have a gym. I have a
or
home
did you?
gym. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I bought a like a power rack, and I have all the my dumbbells stop at 55. That's all I need, and that. But I think I like the calisthenics more. People say, I guess I saw Jocko. Do you know him? This ex-Navy SEAL guy is pretty popular in podcasts.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about whether he prefers calisthenics or free weights, and his answer was he likes both. I guess that's his thing. My answer is whichever one motivates you more. You know, like I used to sell bicycles and exercise equipment at the store, and I was a teenager at the time. And people would say, like, should I get a stationary bike or should I get a Bowflex? And I was like, you should get the one you like, the one that you'll use. All of these machines are good if you use them, and they all suck if you don't.
Yeah.
And that's where like calisthenics are more fun for me. Like if I learn a new body movement, I get a little stronger, I can hold something a little longer. That has been more satisfying between my ears than say adding 5 more pounds or 10 more pounds to my bench press. So
it is whatever works for you. Yeah. And I would say that the thing I like the most about it is that like I'm not scared anymore.
Really?
Like yeah. I think like just the idea of, well, I mean, look, I have had
getting wrestled.
The bad man?
I have had people mouth off to me at shows and had like, look, I do some fairly combative comedy sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was always an element of like, well, this audience better help me if shit pops off. And that's still true. But at the same time, like there is I think the thing I like most about it is the quiet confidence of like, if someone on social media is an asshole and is like, oh, this pussy motherfucker, I can just smile and know that I'm twice that person's size.
No, you need a gun.
Like
I want to see a comedian. I want to see a comedian with a gun on stage.
That's a shortcut.
Yeah.
What you do is you start out and you just be like, oh, let me just do some of these. You know what? Give me a second. And you just put it on the stool and don't address it. And then just do your set.
Just wear it. Just wear it like a cowboy and just don't even mention it. Don't even mention it. Yeah. Maybe throw some spurs in too. You know, come out with that wide stance, like you know, like real wide, hipped, and your arms out to the side. Just
I feel like you're really getting into this character. Yeah.
So if you could tell,
I just think it's nice. Yeah, it's nice for people to have, for people to have confidence, and and so much, especially I'm 40 years old, so it's especially for for anyone listening who's like who's on the the getting older side. And anyone my side of 30, who hasn't started doing this yet, fucking start doing it. You'll see a change in a couple of months. It's remarkable. But maybe start in like a month or two when gyms are open again.